Bill Barr and John Bolton don't like Trump, but they're coming to his defense. What are the candidates doing in the 2024 presidential primary? Vivek Ramaswamy has just pledged that if this decision is not reversed, he will pull his name off the ballot in Colorado as well.
They have just tried to bar President Trump from the Colorado ballot using an unconstitutional maneuver that is a bastardization of the 14th Amendment to our U.S. Constitution. This was a provision, Section 3, that was designed to bar Confederate members, people who switched to the Confederacy, from actually being able to serve. That's very different than what's at issue here, to say the least. This is a hollowed out husk of what the country was built on. The basic principle that we, the people, select our leadership, not the unelected elite class in the back of palace halls. That's old world Europe, not the United States. That's why I'm making a pledge today that I will withdraw. I pledge to withdraw from the Colorado GOP primary ballot unless and until Trump's name is restored. And I demand that Ron DeSantis and Chris Christie and Nikki Haley do the same thing, or else these Republicans are simply complicit in this unconstitutional attack on the way we conduct our constitutional republic.
Very clever political maneuver, because it puts the other GOP candidates on defense. And I don't think this is just a cynical ploy. I think it's an admirable thing to do. I think that we cannot allow the Democrats to decide who the GOP nominee is. I think we cannot allow elected and appointed officials in the states who are big libs to so subvert our sacred democracy that we hear so much about that they prevent people from voting for the popular candidate for president. I think it's admirable. It would send a strong message. I've heard some conservatives say that it would be completely self-undermining for the other GOP candidates to pull off the ballot in the Colorado primary. I don't understand that. I think it would be a very strong statement of Republican unity to say, first of all, Colorado is not going to choose the GOP nominee. Colorado primary is not for a very long time. It's not going to be decisive. And it sends a statement to say, this is a bogus process. This is a banana republic kind of maneuver here, and we are not going to dignify it with our presence on the ballots. Won't matter. Now, a lot of the candidates don't want to do that because they want as many delegates as they can possibly get to try to make some kind of challenge to Trump, which seems totally implausible at this point. Trump continues to totally dominate the field everywhere throughout the entire country, in every state. So it's not a huge cost to the candidates, other than it's an acknowledgement that Trump is the presumptive nominee. A lot of them don't want to make that acknowledgement. But I think it would be a very strong political maneuver for Republicans to do this, to pull off of the ballot and to say, no, we're going to lose some delegates, I guess. It's relatively low cost because it's Colorado, but more importantly, we're going to send a message. This election process is being rigged by the Democrats. This is a fake election process. You guys are rigging it in such a way that the popular candidate will not be able to garner the votes of the people who want to vote for him. This is bogus. We will not go along with it. And I think the Republicans who leave their names on the ballot are going to be sending the opposite message. They're going to say, well, too bad for you, Trump. Hey, Democrats, please let me stick around. I'll be nice. Right now, go to genucel.com/Knowles, letter Y, letter T. We all know Christmas can be hectic. The shopping, the cooking, the never-ending list of things to do. Fear not. I have discovered a gift that is both thoughtful and transformative, the gift of Genucel skincare. From now until Christmas, Genucel's most popular package has a special discount just for our listeners, genucel.com/KnowlesYT. Treat yourself and your loved ones to the absolute best skincare in the world. Those forehead wrinkles, fine lines, skin redness, and sagging jawline will disappear right before your eyes with Genucel's most popular collection. Genucel promises immediate effects. You will see results in less than 12 hours, guaranteed, or your money back. You deserve to look and feel your best this Christmas season. I love the founder of this company, Coptic Christian, left Egypt for the American dream. Their ingredients are the absolute best in the business. The deal is incredible right now because they know you're going to be a customer for life. Go to genucel.com/Knowles, letter Y, letter T. Get this incredible Christmas discount. Every order today instantly upgraded to free express shipping. genucel.com/Knowles, letter Y, letter T today. Now, Ron DeSantis gives a good argument in the opposite direction.
Fellow GOP 2024 presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy saying he will remove himself from the Colorado ballot unless Trump's eligibility is restored. Would you do the same?
No, I think that's just playing into the left. I think the case will get overturned by the Supreme Court, but I've qualified for all the ballots. I'm competing in all the states, and I'm going to accumulate the delegates necessary. That's the whole name of the game in this situation. But I do anticipate that that decision was political and will get reversed.
So that last part there, DeSantis is 100% right. If I were a gambling man, which I'm not, but if I were a gambling man, I would put money on the Supreme Court overruling this decision. It's just preposterous. It's a preposterous decision. So what DeSantis is saying is, hold on, I'm not going to pull my name off the ballot in Colorado, and then this decision gets reversed by the Supreme Court, and then Trump's on the ballot, and I'm not. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. Why would I ever do that? Fair enough reasoning. I think the reasoning there is tight, but DeSantis' stance looks bad politically. Even the way he's saying it looks bad. He looks defensive. He looks irritated. He looks peeved. He goes, no, I'm not, come on. No, I'm not doing that. I've qualified for the ballots. I'm going to be on the ballots. No. And it's going to get overturned anyway. It's not that big a deal. Come on, move along, move along. It doesn't look good. It is a big deal. Even if it does get overturned, and I agree it probably will be overturned, it's a big deal that the Democrats are using their political power, their power in elected and appointed office to totally subvert our democracy, which they purport to love so much, to prohibit people from voting on a ballot for the popular candidate who happens to be a former president, who happens to be the front runner in the GOP field by a country mile. That's a big deal. We haven't seen that ever, actually. That they're going to reinterpret a post-Civil War provision of the Constitution intended to stop Confederates from taking over the government 150 years later to stop the mean orange man from being on the ballot. That's a big deal, okay? And to downplay that, to undermine it, looks like you're fine with this rigging. It looks like you're fine with this fraudulent electoral system. And this has been a problem with the DeSantis campaign from day one, which is that the guy is super smart. The guy is super effective. The guy is very admirable in so many ways. But he just doesn't seem to have the pizzazz on the campaign trail to communicate that. He has what George Will once referred to as the charisma of competence. He's very competent in office, but you also need the charisma of charisma when you're on the trail. And you also need to be able to speak to broader political movements and issues. It's not just nuts and bolts wonkery. It's not just going in there and unclogging the pipes if you're a plumber. There needs to be a broader political vision if you're going to lead a broader political movement. And Vivek is seizing on that right now. I'm not suggesting it's going to boost his numbers above DeSantis or anything like that, but I just think Vivek understands the significance of that moment, and he is capitalizing on it much more than DeSantis is, even if his reasoning on the court process and how the ballot is ultimately going to look is totally sound. Man, what a great clip that was, huh? Now, whoa, hold up, ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. See you next time.